Hello, welcome back to Funtime Crafts 24/7. This is a Let's Make video, and what we're playing with today is we are playing with the Diamond Press Never Ending Card Celebration Kit. And this is a really fun one because what it creates is a really fun, cute card. We're combining it with the Anna Griffin Wildflower Meadow Stamp and Die set. These are your inspirations for that set there, how to use them to run them through your Empress die cutting machine. And these are what the stamps look like here. You get some beautiful flowers. You get a few sentiments. This one says happy birthday. This one says have a happy birthday and just for you. Some more beautiful like swirls and flowers with some foliage leaves. And then some more flowers. I'll say that this stamp set, it's not my most favorite one for stamping. This one here like has a defect in it, in that it doesn't stamp the middle out ever. Like you cannot get it to stamp at all. And then a couple of the other ones are a little bit fussy. So quality of stamps, not my favorite, but the design of them, I think they're absolutely beautiful. They're just gorgeous. Just wish that the execution was a little bit better than it is. And this one is a little bit ornery here. And the other ones, you just really have to, you almost have to give it CPR, like chest compressions on them to get them to stamp pretty good for over the whole thing. But for how we're using them today, we're using them in like a distress type fashion. When I show you the example, you'll see what I mean. And they work great for that purpose. So there is that. Now this Diamond Press kit comes with a cutting folder for the marquee. It comes with 2 stamp sets, comes with the whole alphabet so you can put any type of message you want on these never-ending cards. Comes with a few flourishes to enhance, and then some other designs, some flowers, some birthday hats, a little confetti, a balloon, and a little party popper there, which is super, super fun. You also get some matching dies. It cuts out some of the flowers and then the party hat and the balloon. And then this one right here is your card base, and this is the super important one. This is the only thing you need to make the never-ending card base. Like, and it is so fun. You also get your inspirations, your card inspirations, little examples on what you can create with the kit. And then it also tells you what dies go with what stamps and what the stamps look like when you do stamp them out. So that's pretty fun. Then the all-important is the instructions on how to put this together and how to do it. These you want to keep close to you, even if you've made 3 or 4 of them. You'll want to reference back before you put them together, because I've ruined a few of them, and I've made like a dozen of them. And it's like, oh dang, I thought that I had this down. No, I don't. So definitely keep these for reference. So let me show you what it makes. It's so fun. This is a 4.5 by 4.5 envelope. Made this on my We Are Memory Keeper punch board, envelope punch board, to hold this really fun card. And this is a never-ending card. It just unfolds all this awesomeness and is really stinking cool. So this one says just for you. Then it opens and says for someone special, best wishes, have a happy birthday. And then on this last portion, I put a little pocket here with a circle punch and added a little circle tag that I could then write a small message on the back, and thought that was just really fun. It would hide my a lot to be desired handwriting and the message, so if somebody else wanted to play with it, they wouldn't necessarily see what I wrote, the person that I intended it for, but they could play with it and see how fun it is as well. Right? Isn't this great? You could sit here and do this all day. Like, this is so stinking fun. These are great because all the panels are basically one-dimensional ish. You want to keep them as one-dimensional as possible, but like on the back one, I found that you could embellish it. I added some gems and then that pocket, like I was saying, and then I even added some shimmer on some of these just to add a little bit of extra, and thought that just was super nice. And then the different colors and the distressing on the edges, I thought it just added a little bit of extra and was just super fun. So let's jump in and start making this, because they're really easy. You just have to go in a really specific order in how you do it. So let's get started. Basically what you need is you need an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I like to use white, but you can actually use any color you want. You could even use I forgot to grab a new sheet. You can even use pattern paper if you want. Then what you need to do is you need to cut 4 panels that are 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. What you want to be mindful of is the fact that even though the panels we're cutting are 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, what the end result is actually when the base cuts it out is a 4 by 4. So whatever's on the edge is going to be lost. Just a little side note there, FYI. So 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So 4 of those. Really easy, right? Then all we're going to do is we're going to decorate these up and cut them out. And that is like as hard as it gets for the most part, other than making sure you go in the right order, right? So what I want to do is I want to grab out my stamping tool, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to make some backgrounds here. And I thought it would be really fun to do a multicolored, each one a different color like I did that other one, and stick with that same theme. And what I thought would be fun is if I just do a collage in the different colors with these Wildflower Meadow stamps. So I'm going to use the ones that I know work, so that way I don't have to worry about if, but I do want to get them on totally for the most part, see if I can get them as much of the stamp on as I can, because that'll be really fun. And so I'm just going to go like that. And any holes, what I thought I would do is I would go ahead and fill it in with the little dragonfly. But I think whatever I create here, I'm going to stamp this on all 4 of the cards. And make that my pattern. So I think I'm going to go, oh, where are you? I think I'm going to go like that. I'm just going to use those. And then my messages I'm going to do in black. So let's see what this looks like first, though, before I commit to that. Do I want to do that? Or do I want to do that? Let's see what this looks like before we commit to all 4 of them. And let's go ahead and start with Pixie. These are Stamps of Life inks. These are nice and juicy stamp pads, and I just love the vibrancy of the colors, and that's why we're using these today. They are so pretty, and I think they go with the Wildflower stamps really good. I'm using Pixie, Pineapple, Cantaloupe, and Ocean. I just think those colors are so pretty together. And then you definitely want to make sure you press every area of these stamps when you're using them. Yeah. Or, yeah, basically give them chest compressions. Like you're trying to revive them. You do need to make sure you press down on every area, because otherwise you will not get a full impression. And make sure they're not touching each other too. That will impede the stamping as well, your image, to get a nice image. But I think that looks really cool. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and do this in the other 3 colors, the same design, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I got that done, what I want to do is I actually want to use the alphabet from the Diamond Press kit to spell out some fun little sentiments. And what I thought we could do is we could just do like a hello card. So what I was going to do was I'm going to do howdy, hey, hello, and hi. The other thing I was going to mention to you was if you have a certain direction of something, a design that you're wanting, or some type of message you're putting on this, you'll want to be mindful of the panels. Your first and third, your odd panels, get cut horizontally. So this is going to make 2 panels this way. And then your second and fourth, your even ones, are going to get cut like this. So it's going to make 2 panels like that. So if you have a specific design, something or other you're trying to do, you'll want to be mindful of where that cut line is down the center. So whether vertical or horizontal, because 2 go this way and 2 go this way. So odd 1 and 3 and even 2 and 4 go like that. So there is that. And so now what I want to do is I'm just going to use the little stamp set here, and I'm actually going to use this guide because since I know my first panel gets gets cut like this, I want to make sure that how I'm doing it, that you'll be able to read very easily what I'm spelling out here. And so I'm going to do howdy, but I'm going to do it in like a fun little way. So I think I'm going to do it like this, howdy, and then go across, kind of like a crossword puzzle. Like that. I think will be really stinking fun. And I need a Y, howdy, like that. And I'm going to stamp these in black. And then on the empty spaces, I'm going to stamp dragonflies. And so this is going to be my first one. I'm going to do howdy on this one. And then I'll show you, I'll do this one and all the other ones and show you what I ended up stamping. So hang on one second. Oh, I was going to show you on this one here because I want to do hello. So like I don't have two L's. And since I know that these panels, they're going to end up being 4 by 4 and they're going to get cut off a little bit. When I go to line this up, like I'm going to do this, like the longer words, I found they go better if you go diagonal. And even when they get cut, it doesn't matter. You can still read them pretty good. So let's see. I need 2 L's for this one. So what I found was if I just put a little placeholder, let's see. So L. So, and then what I do is I try to put them as close together as possible. And then I take one that looks similar, like this T, and I turn it upside down. And I think that's going to be about the same what I'm going to be, where I'm going to be at for that last letter. So it looks like I actually need to go up just a tad on that. Like that. So that way I know I have enough room all the way around. And I'm not going to cut my letters off. And so then I'm going to take this one away. And then I'll be able to stamp these and then shift my L over and there's plenty of room there. And so, oh yeah, from the last one, whoops. That's okay though. We'll ink these guys up. And like so. Wait. Didn't have enough ink on that E. Probably just missed it. That's okay though. Oh yeah, that looks good. And now what I want to do is I'm going to clean off the L and then I'm going to line it up onto this panel now. So I cleaned it off. So now, for the most part, I'm going to center this up in there. And I'm going to use the O to make sure that it's going to fit in the spot where it's supposed to. And it does. So now what I want to do is I want to take off the O and just ink up the L. And so that way it's hopefully in a good spot. It kind of looks crooked, but I think it'll be all right. Yeah, there we go. It is a little crooked, but that's okay. It'll be fine. And now I'm just going to add my little dragonflies to all the little bare spots. Or what seemed to be like bare spots to me. And just 3 of them, though, so they're all the same. And then do my last panel, and I will be right back. Okay, we got it. So now that we've got that done, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to cut the panels out. So like I was saying let's follow the instructions. I'm not going to try to be cocky here because, I messed up the last one. So it's like, bust these babies out so we know we're doing it right. So basically what you want to do is you want 1 and 3 to go horizontal. So the middle line goes across and then there's 2 lines that go vertical. These are your fold lines. That's your cut line. So the first one and the third one, these 2 here, get cut that way. The second, your even ones, the second and the fourth one get cut vertical. So your cut line, the single line, goes up and down, and then your two fold lines go across. So it goes like this and this. So we're going to do that. So let's do that like so, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that we have that done, so first and second are horizontal, or first and third are horizontal, second and fourth are vertical. So yeah, so first and third horizontal, second and fourth vertical. And now that we have that done, I'd like to actually make the panels look a little bit more finished. So I'm going to take some of the matching ink and I'm going to go around all the edges of both panels. And I think this just adds such a wonderful detail, and it goes with the little distressed look that I'm going for. See, isn't that nice? Like this just adds a ton, and you could do a little or a lot, whatever you want. You don't even have to do this part if you don't want to. Like maybe you're going for clean and simple. But yeah, I'm going to do the matching ink for each one of these. So let me do this really quick, and I'll be right back. And I think this just finishes these edges off so nice. It's so cool. So hold on. Okay, so we got that done, right? Like, doesn't that make those look just so finished? Like, that is really fun. And now here's something else fun you can do. If you're just kind of going monotone like this-ish, what you can do is you can take a Spectrum Noir sparkle pen, and you can take the same color of ink. So since this is right here, a stamping block, and you can color in your letters with the ink, the matching ink, and a sparkle pen. And what you want to do is make sure the tip is clean. You want to use the sparkle pen to pick up some of the color, that's matching color, or you can do any colors, honestly. And you want to just take that sparkle pen and you want to fill it in. And it will just add an extra little element of fun to your project, and the recipient will just think that is a hoot. I'm pretty sure. Who doesn't love sparkle, right? And so yeah, if your color is getting too light for you, you can pick up some more, or you can just start out dark at the top and then go variegated, like let it go lighter towards the bottom, and not pick up any more color. But look at how fun all that sparkle is. Isn't that a hoot? Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I'm going to do that with all the matching colors across the board here, and I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Look how fun this is. Like tons of sparkle. Hopefully you can see that. Hopefully it picks it up on camera. Sometimes some of these sparkle pens, it doesn't really pick them up, but I think this panel looks so fun, and it's so finished with the distressed edging and then the sparkle in the letters. I think that's just super fun. So now we get to put this puppy together. So I have mine all in order. So this is panel 1, 2, 3, and 4. As you can tell, they're first and third are horizontal, and second and fourth are vertical. And now what you want to do is definitely get out your instructions, because what you're going to do now, and I'm going to show you a little trick that made it easier. So the first 3 panels, I'm going to get some temporary tape, and I'm going to tape them together on the front. I'm just going to line them up like this, and make sure that everything's lined up on them, and I'm just going to tape them together like that. Just the first 3. Okay? The last one we have to do something fun with. We have to switch it. It has to be backwards to itself. So if you have and here is where it gets, if you have a specific design in mind, you definitely want to follow the instructions, because otherwise it probably won't come out how you were hoping it would in the order you were hoping it would come out. So I'm going to put a couple on this one just because it's not in the center. And now on the last panel, what you want to do is you want to take them and you want to reverse them. So like that. They're going to be backwards to each other. See how my pattern doesn't line up? That's what you want. So you want them to line up in the center and top and bottom, but you want them to be backwards. So this is my original design. See the butterflies, the dragonflies line up? See that? Now switch it, just like that. Only on the last one. Okay? So here we go. And we're just going to line it up really nice and straight and even. And put that tape in the center just like that. Okay, now my panels are ready. So now what you want to do is you want to take your first and your last panel. The first panel you want to flip over like that. So you're looking at it straight and you're just flipping it over like that. Like a page in a book. Okay? And now what you're going to do is you're going to take a little bit of glue or score tape. Oh, that's a bit much. You don't need that much. And you're just going to put a little piece in each of the 4 corners like that. On the whole, just here and here. Okay? So let me get some more. Where's my... Whee! Okay, there it is. That was backwards. So just in those 4 corners, that's all you want to do. Just a little bit. And now you want to take the backers off. Keeping your proper orientation. Make sure your orientation's the same. Okay? Like so. So that's the front. That's how it looks straight. Flip it over like flipping the page in a book. And then what you want to do is you want to take the 4th panel. So this is your first. Take your 4th panel and you're going to line it up right on top. Center it right on top. Just like that. Okay, just like that. So press it down in the 4 corners to adhere it together. And now what you can do is you can go ahead and you can take off your temporary tape on the front and the back. Okay? Just like that. Take those off. And now what you want to do, since we're on the front, okay, so actually go back to where you were. So the next step on this is to flip it over, and you're supposed to fold these 2 front panels backwards like this. So what you want to do is you want to stay on the same side, and you want to, there's a score line here across both panels and a score line here across both panels. And what you want to do is you want to fold these on that fold line there, that score line. Start to fold them. And then what I like to do is I like to put it onto the table, and you don't want them to fold on top of each other. So what I do is when I'm pressing down, I pull away from each other. Like this. I pull away. So that way it splits those and they're not laying on top of each other, and then give them a press. Just like that. So now what I'm going to do to make sure that I am in the proper orientation, I'm going to go back to the front, and I'm going to fold these 2 back just like this. Okay? And I'm going to give these in the center a bit of a press just like that, okay? Just like that. And now what you want to do is you want to go ahead and you want to put score tape down the right and the left sides the whole way down, okay? I'm still using 1/8 inch score tape. So I'm just going to turn this a little to make it easier to apply the tape, and just put it on the very edge. Like so. Like so. Just like that, okay? Let's make sure we're proper. So we're on the front side, right? Horizontal. And we're going to fold this one back and this one down. Just like that. Just as if you were unfolding the card. And now, so we're in the proper orientation. So let's go ahead and take our backers off. And you're going to get panel number, let's see, square 4, back, fold, square 1's flaps down. I'm just trying to make sure. Okay, so it is number 2. So you're going to take your second panel. So panel number 2 goes on here now. And what you want to do is you want to line this up on this side now. But so to make it easier for me, I'm actually going to switch both. So you're supposed to adhere it like this, right? I'm going to turn mine together. And it's because there's not that much adhesive down here that's just on the corners. It starts out. I'm going to line this edge up with this edge here. It'll just make it easier for lining up, centering it, and lining up the panels at the bottom. Now you want to make sure that that these 2 panels don't overlap, and it's squared up on the edge and on the 2 sides here, like this, right here and down here. And so once you feel like you're in a good spot, go ahead and press it all the way down the side on the 2 on the two sides with the score tape, right? And then take your temporary adhesive off the front of this card. Okay. And now what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to fold these two back, but we don't have any fold lines yet. So I'm going to flip mine over. I'm going to flip mine back over, and I'm going to start it on the back two fold lines, right? Start it on the back, but I'm not going to press. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the table, and I'm going to see where they go to. And I just want them to meet in the middle is what I want to happen. So this one was wanting to go apart, so I'm actually pushing it together and then pressing down at the same time. Pressing down at the same time. So flip it over and make sure this is proper, like so. But what I want to do now is I'm going to flip this back over to make sure everything looks good, right? It looks good. So, and make sure I'm in the right orientation. These were supposed to get flipped back like that, right? And now what you're going to do is you're going to run score tape along the top and the bottom edge now. And then we're going to adhere our panel 3. The last panel is panel 3. So like that, right? Take off the backers, make sure the score tape is all the way on top of the card and not sticking out. And then we're going to line up panel number 3. So there again, I'm just going to line up the edge without the tape on it necessarily, on the edge of it, centering it on this edge all the way to the edge and the top and the bottom. And you might have a little bit that sticks out, but it's okay, don't worry. And now go ahead and press the two sides with the score tape. Take your temporary adhesive off the top. And then we're going to have to do a little bit more folding now, since it's all stuck together. And so now what you're supposed to do is you need to fold these, but you're going to flip it over and you're going to fold these two score lines here. Okay? So then put it on the table and make sure everybody's happy when you're pressing down, right? Everybody's happy. Okay, so we're like that. Yeah, so we're like that. So, but this actually goes this way. So let's go this way. So we want to go onto the back and make sure it's folding on the proper ones. So let's do this and press down, right? Press down, making sure it's all lined up in the center and the top and the bottom for the most part, right? So it goes like this. Hi. See? So howdy, hey, hello, and hi. Isn't that great? That is so stinking fun. And as you're, for the first time, unfolding, folding the card like the way it goes, I like to press down to make sure that it's all nice and happy. Right? Nice and happy. And I think I wore off my, some of my, the glitters on my hands. But look isn't that great? Who wouldn't love to get this in the mail, right? Isn't that so cheery? Hey, hello, hi, right? How easy was that? That was so stinking simple. So now I'll probably go back with the glitter pen and add just a little bit more, since I should have just did this at the end, when I wasn't just handling everything so much. And you definitely probably want to make sure each one dries. So don't like fold them out all the way, Just do like a couple sides and then let them dry and then do the other two sides, I would think. Yeah, I get glitter all over it. But that is okay. And, but anyways, that's how that goes. So now, so let's see. So for the last one, I could even do the back one here since I can see it. Yeah. Poor little thing. My hand took off all the little glitter. And we'll just go like that. But how fun is this, right? Isn't this a hoot? It is a great fun card. So this is the last page here, or the last the back side of the card, the last panel. And so what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and add a little pocket. And how I do that is I just take a circle punch, a 1 3/4 inch circle punch, and punch one in that, and then I punch a 1 1/2 inch circle punch. And so let me get some cardstock. I think I could probably use, can I use this out of the garbage? No. Hold on, let me get a scratch paper, hold on. Okay, so I have a 1 3/4 and 1 1/2 inch, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one in half, and I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, let's just cut that one in half. Actually, let's do a little, let's get our little stamping block here, and let's do a little fun decoration on these. Let's do maybe this little swirling one here. And, oh, we could just say just for you. So let's do this one that says just for you, right? That'll be the little tag. And we'll just stamp these in. Hang on one second. Okay, so I just went ahead and I took one of the stamps out of there, the just for you stamp, and then a floral stamp, and I stamped the top of each of these. And I was actually just going to edge this really quick to give it a little bit more zip and fun. Go with the little distressing on it, and maybe distress this one as well. Just give it a bit extra flair. Took time and care to put it together, you know. And so now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and we need to glue this one down. And I think I'm just going to glue it right here. We're just going to glue it right there. And that'll be super fun. So I'm just going to go around the very edge of that one and glue that down. Want to do that first so it has, and actually curl the paper just a little so that way it will want to bulge out a tad to put it'll make it easier for putting the tag in. So just on the very edge, like so. And this is so stinking fun. So the goal is to be in between the two folding lines here. And that way this isn't up over the top, so it doesn't impede on the folding lines. And so now, while that's drying, what we can do is we can put a little punch a little hole in this, and add a touch of ribbon. So I'm just going to grab a little hole punch here, and just going to do a small size. And I know I stamped it off. It is off a little bit, but I don't think it impedes from it. I think it's still pretty fun. And going to go ahead and add a little bit of gold. Let's add some gold ribbon. Just a tiny piece. You don't need a lot, because you don't want a lot sticking out in actuality. So just a little, this is probably 1/8 inch. A little ribbon. You want small ribbon because you don't want too much bulk on these panels in actuality. So that way they fold nice. So just a tiny bit here. And be gentle as I'm pulling it through so I don't pop a hole in it, you know. But there we go. And then we could probably add a little bit of a Stardust Jelly Roll pen to add just a touch of glitter and pop to it. So let's just, I'm just gonna fill this in a little bit here. Draw a little glitter line around there, which I think will be super stinking fun. And now we got a great little tag. These are a teeny bit long, so I'm going to trim them off. I think that's a better size there, but like the little sparkle on that, doesn't that just add just a nice little touch? And now you got a little pocket there. Oh, did I do the wrong? I thought that looked big. Oh, I punched them both out of the same size, darn it. Oh, shoot. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, I sure did. I used both. Okay, well, hold on a second. Oh, that's too stinking funny. That is hilarious. Okay, I thought it was big. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. So let's just grab this really quick. Let's stamp this. Oh, funny. Let's go ahead and put that on the center. Like so. Pop a little hole. edge it a little. So it's got some fun. Take my little gold ribbon off this one. So we don't waste that. Pop it on this one. And now this tag should work. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my. Too funny. Okay, there we go. And a little jelly roll pin. Just add in just a touch of glitter. Stardust jelly roll pin adds so much fun and flair to everything. I mean, just a simple little thing, and it adds so much, I think. Like, right? Isn't that a hoot? Look at all that shimmer right there. And now this should fit. All right, we did it. And now you can add a secret little message on the back, and super, super fun. And this not being bulky, because we didn't add an eyelid or anything, will fold in your card just nice. And we stayed within the 2 fold edges and stayed in between these 2 edges here, like that. So, see, it still folds really nice, right? Isn't that great? Oh my goodness. And then, yeah, if you just make a 4.5 inch envelope, it will fit these just perfectly. And like, how fun is that, right? Howdy, hey, hello, hi. Secret message. So cute, right? There it is there. All right, that's the tutorial. And let me know what you guys think of these. Did you guys pick the Diamond Press? Oh, whoops. Pick up the Diamond Press Never Ending card as well. And what did you think of it? Pretty simple, right? Oh, that's where my little dragonfly tag goes. Super simple. Let me know what you guys thought of this down in the comments, and what you think of the wildflower, the Anna Griffin wildflower stamp and die set, if you guys have used it. Did you guys have any problems with your stamps not stamping and stuff? Because, yeah, I think they're beautiful stamps. It's the execution wasn't quite up to Anna Griffin par, so there is that. But I still like them for the background. I mean, like, right? How gorgeous is that? You can't say that's not pretty. That is so lovely. I think it's a hoot. They're just beautiful stamps. Just wish they stamped a little better. But you get the distressing look, so that's pretty cool too. So there it is there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hope you're having a terrific week. And until next time, happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.